Hi guys, and welcome to another video review with Levin Garbish here. I just saw Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension, and I have some unscripted thoughts about it. So, overall, I didn't hate it. Didn't really like too much of it either, but I'll get more into that. So, of course, this is the 6th Paranormal Activity film in the series, and it's the last one, and it's meant to close up the series, wrap it up in a nice bow, and then we're done with Paranormal Activity. So, the question is, did the Ghost Dimension do that? The answer is no. The plot is that this guy comes home to see his brother and his brother's wife and some other woman who's there for some reason. The other woman was played by one of the actresses from 5 Second Films, the YouTube channel and website, which was enjoyable to me, seeing her. Yeah, it's also kind of distracting because this is supposed to be a found footage movie and I know she's an actress, so not a real person. Of course, actors are real people, whatever. It's the best, technically, of the series. There are some video effects. I mean, they put effort into it. The house looks like it looks a little bit lived in. First 30 minutes of the movie is people talking and then some fake out jump scares, and then they set up cameras inside the house, and yeah. And then, the third act is just, it gets into, which I'm gonna say some positives here. I enjoyed the last, the attempt to kill Toby. In the end, the house was shaking, a lot of stuff was going on. They planned to trap him using a sheet. The plan was stupid, but it was some interesting stuff going on there. Another scene I enjoyed was a scene earlier when these brothers are looking through these camcorders, the tapes of the camcorder, and we see Katie and Christy as little girls who are from the other movies, and they're using some kind of magic or whatever to somehow see the brothers in this time period. So that was neat. They were describing what's in the room now, even though this is filmed 20 years ago. Very interesting concept. You could make a whole movie based on that, but they didn't. This is never mentioned again. Nothing comes of it. Really, I could make a long list of all these subplots and stuff they set up that nothing came of, or nothing was resolved, or yeah, set up, no payoff really. Every scene is just people walking around with this camera that can see ghosts, and at the end Toby rushes at that camera and goes "Wah!" And then scene ends, and then another scene starts and it's pretty much the same. The whole issue I have with this is fucking Toby. And they mention it, but why is he named Toby? It's so dumb. I imagine like Okay. I'm just gonna get into this kind of stuff because I had some humorous thoughts after the movie, because the whole plot, apparently, of the whole series is that Toby wants a human body. And the way to do this is to abduct a little girl, cut her hands slightly, and boom, there you go. That's it. That's all this was leading to. A little hand cut that we don't see, and then a human version of the demon Toby appears. Why couldn't he do that in the first one? It would take 2 seconds. Why is this a movie series? This is really what he wanted? This is really the build-up? This is the payoff we get for all these movies? That's it? He just wants to have a human body now. So what? He's probably more effective as a ghost. What's he gonna do? Why does he need this whole coven to follow him? I mean, what I was picturing is that they make a new movie and it's all about Toby in human form doing the exact same things as he did in the last movie. So I imagine this big guy just like walks into someone's house. They're all like, hey, what are you doing? Who are you? Get out. And then he just like moves a chair. And they're all like, okay, why'd you do that? And then he just leaves. And you could just have that, you know, this adult man walking into people's houses, moving furniture, pushing over books, thumping on the wall. I'd like that movie a lot more. What annoys me about Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension, is how serious they're expecting us to take it. Demon Toby is made out to be like one of the 7 sons of hell, and this is all a prophecy that he will rise up, and he's so evil and terrible, we're so scared of him. You know what he does in Paranormal Activity 4? The kid is riding around on a little tricycle, and then a chair moves in front of the tricycle's path. And then later on, the kid gets off the tricycle, and the tricycle moves as itself. So, I mean, watch out for Toby. He'll ride your tricycle. Oh God, what are we gonna do? 2 stars out of 5. Some interesting points. Good technical prowess. I like the actress from the 5-second films. And there's a neat scene where the little girl opens a portal to apparently the ghost dimension. It was kind of vague and confusing, but that was neat. So I wouldn't recommend seeing it though. I'd see Crimson Peak instead. Not a horror movie, but just a better filming experience, even though I didn't think that was so great either. Welcome to the Paranormal Stupidity. This is a YouTube show where I watch the film Paranormal Activity 4 every week for 100 weeks. After seeing Paranormal Activity The Ghost Dimension, I rushed home, put on Paranormal Activity 4, and watched it for the 19th time. Which film is better? Is Paranormal Activity 4 better than Paranormal Activity The Ghost Dimension? The jump scares are awful in Paranormal Activity 4. They work in The Ghost Dimension. Some of them. It kind of gets repetitive, annoying, but whatever. There's a little bit more atmosphere in the Ghost Dimension. Like I said, better technical, visual effects, all this stuff. But I enjoy Paranormal Activity 4 more. And I'm not even sure why myself. The fourth one is just so vague and nonsensical and stupid that it kind of becomes more entertaining. It's fun because you don't know what it is, the fourth one, but you know exactly what the Ghost Dimension is. And it's just like, okay, and then you forget about it. It's a bad review, okay. But that's what it is. It's an, okay, so, yeah. But Paranormal Activity 4 is like, what? Wait, what? Get on with it! I do have a couple segments. I've been talking for a while. It's probably be one of my longer episodes, but you know, I'm just getting this all out there. No format, just talking straight to the camera. Who is Alex? So cut all the bullshit and tell me who are you? Cut it all, tell me Alex, who are you? Cut it all. I think I have to start a little bit lower pitch. Either way, Who's Alex is a part of the show where I determine who the main character, Alex Nelson, is. I don't know, I haven't thought about this too much at all. Just focus on thinking about Toby. It's fucking, what he does in Paranormal Activity 4 doesn't relate to anything that he wants at the end of the Ghost Dimension. Just the inconsistent rules, they don't give a shit. Kind of ending is just like, now he's human. Okay, fuck. Who's Alex? Who's Alex? She's a lovely girl. Diamond in the Witch House is a segment where I determine my favorite moment of Paranormal Activity 4 this week. This time was the scene where the chandelier almost falls and hits Alex. Just the lead up to that, it's all done in one take, which probably wasn't too difficult, but is a little bit of effort that they're putting into, so commend them there. That's good. If you want to see me, watch me go insane over, you know, years almost, Jesus Christ, subscribe to this channel, or don't, or, you know, stare at a wall for the rest of your life. Really, you could do a lot of things. There's no end to the things you could do. You could go into someone's house. I recommend everyone to do this. Just walk into someone's house, take a chair, and just move it a little bit, and then leave. See what they do. Oh, fucking one more thing. So what are these movies' deals with skipping night 2? They always do the title cards like night 1, and they have the time code under that. But in the 4th one, and in this one, they both skip night 2 and go to night 3. Why? What's the deal? Why are you skipping night 2? What do you have against the number 2? And no one even cares about this stuff. No one cares about counting the nights. It doesn't have any correlation to the plot. But it goes night 1 to night 3. And it's like stuff happens in night 2, and they show it, but they just don't have the title card. So what's the fucking deal with that?